You broke up then a sec. Am I freezing here? No.
No, you seem all right.
Oh, you froze for a second. Didn't quite catch that. Okay, right. There we go. All right, guys. Morning. Let's get going. Actually, before we get started today, let's grab a ball. Let's put it in our pocket or let's put it in our arm. Let's free our hands up for our Thursday. Thursday already? Can't believe it. It's gone fast. Right. Let's just get into our body a little bit this morning. So let's just warm our hands up and let's just kind of stretch our fingers out, twist them, and just feel the sensations as we go. Take a big breath in. Let's do a big breath for 10 seconds. Let's keep moving these hands this morning. Okay, let's take a deep breath in. And then a breath out. And what I want you to do is I want you to grab your ball and I want you to put it under your arm this time. Okay? And what I want you to do is I want you to pull your hands down and I want you to just try and let that ball slide down your arm into your hands. And then what we're going to do is we're going to roll it back up the other arm and we're going to try and get it into that elbow and we're just going to stretch out those hands again. We're going to do that 3 times as we breathe. So as we breathe in, you're going to roll that ball down to your hands and roll it back up. And then we're going to breathe out as we go the other way. Okay, so we can't do this together because it's totally in your own time. I'm loving this movement this morning, Rianne. We can do whatever we want with our bodies to get it there. Okay, so let's give it a start. Let's breathe in. Let's roll it down as we breathe in. Up. If you drop it, you have to pick it up with hands together. And then keep breathing in. And then as soon as it's there, we can roll it back. And breathe out. Notice if your breath changes. So what we're trying to take in is a really consistent breath, a really smooth, flowing breath. This is not so smooth and flowy. Okay, so see if you can keep that breath as you do this again. Let's do it again. So let's start on one side. Let's roll it down. And then take a breath out as we roll it back. Let's see if we can get it higher up into your armpit this time, if we can. And then just put your arms down by the side. And what I want you to do is once it is in that elbow, I just want you to release it and catch it in the hand that's on the same side. And let's just bring it right into number 1. So I thought this morning we just run through the side swaps and connect them to the days. We've not done this in a while. So this was number 1, Monday. I wanted to just quickly, 5 seconds, think about something that happened on Monday that made you smile. Tuesday, let's hold that silent ball. Side swap 2, what happened on Tuesday? Think about something you ate, something you did. Wednesday, yesterday, what happened? Pick something out. And then today, Thursday. Okay, so we're going to take our gratitude here this morning. So instead of going on a 1, we're going to do it on a 4. Okay, so yesterday what we did is we wrote ourselves a little letter, a mental letter to someone about why we are grateful to have that person in our life. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to add 2 sentences to that letter today. So as you do this, what I want you to do is I want you to think about or reread that letter that you wrote yesterday, then add a couple more sentences to it. We're going to do this for 30 seconds. Okay, keep that ball going and just look at that ball if you're looking at it as your gratitude ball, or if you can, just look past it. So let's have that 30 seconds to write those 2 sentences. If you wasn't here yesterday, we're writing a little letter mentally to somebody that we're thankful to have in our life. And what we're going to do is we're going to turn this ball from gratitude into excitement. So we're going to do a 4, and then we're going to do a 3. We're going to do a 4, and we're going to do a 3. And when it's a 4, it's gratitude. And when it's a 4, it's excitement. Sorry, when it's a 4, it's gratitude. When it's a 3, it's excitement. 4, 3. So try and catch a gratuitous thought, and then try and build some excitement inside. Okay, I want you to try and generate that feeling, build it up inside you. And that's going to lead us on to our positive affirmation this morning, which I think we did on Monday, this one. I think it was Monday. I just can't let go of this excitement. So tell yourself, stay on 3 for a second, build that excitement up, and just say you just can't let go of it. Throw it back and forth, find some gratitude in there. Maybe it's something different than what you just thought about. Remember, this is just about the process rather than the ball. And then just bring a big smile to your tummy, a big smile to yourself. And then before we move on to our visualization this morning, we're just going to check in with something we checked in with yesterday. So we have our conscious and our subconscious. So I'm going to read out the statements that I did yesterday. So you've got 4s here or you've got 3s. Completely up to you what you do. Stay on 4 for a while, stay on 3. See how you feel. See where your mind takes you. So conscious. Our conscious mind contains the thoughts, feelings, memories and wishes of which we are aware of in any given moment. So this is our given moment. Okay, so let's just be conscious. Conscious that we're being conscious of whatever we're thinking. And then the second one takes a little bit of thinking about. I said yesterday, I came into the space and was like, well, some time back, Alexa, lights on, right? And I just did it automatically. So remember that subconscious can be automatic behavior. So think about the last time that happened to you. Maybe you were doing a task where you switched off, but that task carried on because you knew how to do it, because you'd done it lots of times before and it was in there. So just take 10 seconds to reflect back on one of those times. And then take that into your day, take that into your week. See how many times you're doing something subconsciously and you can bring it into the conscious. Okay, let's do this really close, really close. And then let's go really far away, so no bent arms. Really close. Really far away. And then let's take the journey from really far away to really close. And then back again. Notice at which points you find it easier. Notice at which points you find it harder. And when I say that, I mean the consistency of the ball. At which point does the ball not be so smooth? Okay, so try and hold it really close, but really high. Take it really high. And then as you get further out, make it lower and lower each time. So it's pretty much a 1 by the time you get to straight arms. And let's turn it into a 3 as we get it close. And that 3 probably is a 5 by the time you get it really close. Okay. And do that one more time back and forth. On your way, I want you to grab a ball. Okay, but I want you to try and keep the rhythm. So you might have to slow down that rhythm to grab the ball and then just to add a second ball. And then once you've got that second ball, let's just come to a 4 and a 4. 4 and a 4 really close. And let's gradually get further and further away. Be aware of the height of the balls. And maybe as soon as we've got to that full extent, let's try a 3 and a 3. 4, 4, and then make our way back. Okay, right. What we're going to do is we are going to jump back into that visualization of the waterfall we did yesterday. But what I want to do this morning is I want to connect it to the last visualization that we did about the river. Okay, so I want to build on this scene. So what I want you to do first of all is let's go to a site swap 2. Close your eyes, squeeze your balls, and just think about the last time you've seen a waterfall. Or any time in your life you've seen a waterfall, or a picture of a waterfall, or a waterfall on TV or wherever. And I want you to put yourself in that moment. I want you to think about the sounds, what you'd hear, the roar. I want you to see the freedom of that water falling down. And just squeeze your balls and just take a deep breath in. And then I want you to come to a 3-1. So if you remember our last visualization, we was on a bridge. Okay, so this, now you in that moment is a 3-1. This is your bridge. Okay. You're on that bridge watching this scene unfold. Okay, so we've got a 3 and a 4. 3 and a 4. So if you're tuning in live and you're just working on this, just work on it by itself. Have a moment. We do a 3, then a 4. This is that water. And that 4 is just as it tips over the edge. 3, 4. That 4 is that really over the hill feeling where you get that like woo in your belly, right? So let's see, as we do this, if we can find a way to, we know what it feels like, to refine, regenerate, make that feeling happen inside us when we throw that 4th ball. And it might be as quick as a really sharp smile, or it might be a short burst of laughter, or a short burst of tummy smile. Okay, so 3 and then a 4. You can do this separately if you're tuning in live and you can't do them together. You can do a 3 and then you can do a 4, but we're aiming for that 3, 4. That water's going to fall, that water's going over, and there's that point there. So as we continue on our journey, we've got the rampage of appreciation, which I'm attaching to all of that water falling right before it hits the river, the bottom. Okay, this is free fall. Okay, this is up to you. This is wherever you want to go. This can be as hard or as easy as you want. It can be silent balls in the hand. It's your choice. So whatever you feel you want to do with those balls is right. Okay, but that's the moment of which all of that water is falling before it hits the bottom. And we're calling that the rampage. Okay, we get there. Okay, we've got a 1-1. This is, I find the more I'm doing it, quite a powerful, it's a very easy meditative thing to do this. There's a lot of sound involved in it. You can really make those balls much louder. So try and hear the balls, hear the roar of that water just dropping in that river, wherever it is. Bam, bam, bam. Okay, and what's going to happen is we're going to slow that down to a place where it becomes calm. There's less sound, and it becomes number 2. Okay, so we're going to do this again. What I want to do is I want to start as it hits the water. I want you to hear the roar. I want you to feel the energy. I want you to feel your arms aching. I want you to feel your muscles working. Feel those sensations inside your body. And then think about what's happening in your mind. We're really pushing at this. We're really making it work. But as we slow down, we have a little bit more time to think. All the way till that water is past and it's just in the calm river. Remember, you're on that bridge watching it. I don't know where the bridge is. Maybe it's right before the calm and maybe all that one is hitting you in the face. Maybe that bridge is further down the river. Maybe that bridge changes every day. Let's do that one more time. But this time I want you to relate it to any time that you feel anxious or angry or frustrated in any way. And you can do this in that moment, right? Just this process of slowing it down, listening to the sounds, lightening up. You can bring some movement to it. You can turn it into you can take it wherever you want, all the way to number 2. Okay, and when that frustrated, you can work backwards as well. Let's do it that way. Okay, if we feel ourselves starting to get from that calm place to that angry place or wherever, we're in control of it. Okay. So 3-3. Let's jump into there just for a second. Okay. As that water becomes calm, at some point there is going to be some undercurrent, something that brings some more movement, some different movement. So these are our waves. Okay. So this water is traveling from this river into our sea. Okay. Our reservoir, let's say our reservoir of subconscious. Okay. And then at some point in a 4-4, that water is going to evaporate into the clouds and it's going to rain back down to wherever it comes. And it's that cycle that we're bringing to life here of that water that we're observing. Okay, so let's take a step back. It's in the sea. It's in our mind. And then by natural forces that nobody can control, it slowly evaporates up and rains right back down again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go through that again. I'm going to read through that quite quickly. And what I want you to do this time is I want you to feel what you want to juggle. It might be something that we've spoke about in these site swaps. It might be something different. Okay, but just do the first thing that comes to your mind. So you're on the bridge and you're observing the water. And it just is about half a mile away from its tipping point. And as it approaches its tipping point, it gets a little bit nervous because our water today has got a little bit of a brain. And that's what brains sometimes do. And then it tips over the edge and we get that feeling, that burst feeling, and it falls. It falls for a while because this is a big waterfall today. And then it hits the bottom. And it's full of roar. It's full of mist. And it slowly finds its way to a calm space. And it slowly evaporates. And it rains back down again. And you, standing on that bridge, think about the advice that that waterfall gives. To go with the flow. To roar with excitement. To let your worries fall away if you can and if you can't. Remember that moment of hitting the bottom of that water, that mist, that cloudiness, that space where we don't quite understand where to turn or how to make things better will slowly come to a calm place if we stay active. And the biggest bit of advice that the waterfall gives us is to make a splash in life. So take that again into your day. Okay. I hope you had a nice session. Thank you for that. I got a Facebook message off Rianne and it finished with make a splash. And it just made me smile. I think all these words I'm loving. Yeah, take that into your day. I hope you have a lovely one and I shall see you tomorrow. I can't believe it's Friday already. Tomorrow. These go so fast. Cheers, guys. Take care. Have a lovely one. See you tomorrow. Bye. Cheers for joining in live, guys. You are more than welcome to come along to the Zoom room if you want to. There are a few people in there, and we have. It's nice for me to see your faces as well, because I don't know who you are there. Oh, we've got. Jasmine, yes, I do offer these in person. If you just drop us a message, joe@circussmash.co.uk, and I do them privately, but I also do them for groups of teams, and I recently did one for social workers as well, because I know it's really difficult right now for everybody. So yeah, please drop me a message, joe@circussmash.co.uk, and I will give you some more details. Cheers, guys. Thanks ever so much, and I shall